Yo, what up? Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. How are things going today? What is happening in the world of your internets? That's actually a really stupid question, because if you can hear me asking that question, you're at the very least listening to me, therefore I'm what's happening in the world of your internet. For which I should probably apologise, but I'm not going to. Anyway, good evening everybody. How is everyone today? What is up? How are things going? Etc, 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 etc. Stuff, things. This is probably going to be loud again because reasons. Incoming loud. Yeah, okay. Loud. Do 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 do. Could we not do the loud thing, please? I've worked out why it does it though. I found out today when I had after I had to reinstall everything. The options are held within your save game. So yeah. The options are held within your save game, so it hasn't actually loaded the save game until you get to like this part, so that's why it takes forever, and it's so noisy. And really, Freachy, really? Oh, and Freachy, just for you, there's no tray. It's downstairs. It's done. It's gone. It's been set on fire. That or I didn't eat dinner. It's one of the two. I'll let you decide. Anyway. Boop. Sick citizens can be healed with the appropriate treatment. A healthy citizen contributes to raising the health status of the district they belong to. In the beginning, something. District stable. That's reassuring. I really need to turn this down. Gameplay. Let's turn mouse sensitivity down to about 3. Did I just reset that? No, that's fine. Oh, that's better. I mean, we can still do that, and I might just turn it down to 2. Actually, we'll see what happens. Hold on, what's 0 mouse sensitivity? That's not 0. That's quite obviously not 0. Okay, that'll do. That's just that's a bit better. Right. Anyway, what are we supposed? Okay, what are we supposed to be doing right now? I don't remember, to be honest. So now last week we started to realise some of the we started to realise a bit of a problem with what we'd been doing, which is to say when we scooped out the skull of Nurse Crane. That was a mistake. Let's just say that was a mistake. We shouldn't have done that. I felt bad about that one slightly. But yeah. Right, missions quest this time. So what are we looking to do? Put an end to Sean Hampton's savagery. Details. Okay, yeah, so we need to go find him. Meanwhile, 2, 3, 1, 2, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, Don't know what you have. 5, 6, 7. 7 fatigues. Can we make 7 fatigues? Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what was the other one? I think it was a cold. What's that? The cold and migraine and something we don't know. Did anyone else have anything else here? No. Okay. Wait, did I say someone had a fatigue, 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 cold, fatigue, fatigue, something. Ah, right, so cold and a migraine, okay. I'm awake, it's fine. And a migraine. Oh, that uses a lot of opium. Men! Okay, let's do some fixing of all of the peoples in here. Right, so we've got people. I'll mark that down to track queue as well. Right, let's go say hi to some peeps. Let's go this way, it's probably quicker. Probably been quicker if I'd just gone straight in that door, to be honest, but never mind. Fatigue, check.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company,
That's true.
even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that
Truth.
is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
I mean, I'm probably immune to it. What do we know about you? We know everything about you. We've got you covered.
Tell me the truth about your
But I want to know more.
appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir. But I rose to the challenge.
Well, fair enough.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe
Wow,
you
that's-
have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
He has a valid point.
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It
They
was
should
time
make a
beyond
film
belief, Dr. Reed.
About you,
But
Mr.
I'm
Rakesh
happy not to deal
Tridana.
with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
Well, at least he can't get them killed. You steal from the dead.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
I'm not gonna turn him out.
You may be right, but you'll go to jail if you're caught.
If ever I have to go to jail, I'm sure I'll find a way to help people there, too.
Fair enough.
Can you tell me anything about recent events in the hospital?
Oh, goodness me. This whole story is such a shame, sir. I have no idea how it happened.
What are you talking about?
Poor Miss Jones. Her body is missing. Someone stole it.
Her body is missing?
Miss Jones's body has gone missing.
Yes. The body was brought here this morning. And now it's gone.
Impressive.
Who could have stolen a corpse?
Well, I mean, anyone that wasn't exactly
what
going
I
to
asked
fight
myself
back.
for the whole day. Who could do such a thing? These are terrible and shameful times, Dr. Reed.
Honestly, if you have
Please show
anything.
me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Mm-hmm. How exactly does opium count as a trinket and curio? Hey, Pepper Hawkins. How
Good
you
evening,
doing?
Miss Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, nurse.
That'll tend to
Take
happen,
this.
you know,
You'll
when
feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
you know that tends to happen when you work around all the
What can you
dying
tell
people.
me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Everybody's afraid. Death has always been a frequent visitor,
In a hospital?
but murder?
Less
How
so,
can
yeah.
we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty to deal with these things.
That
as best you
doesn't
can.
help.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
Here's the thing. If there's blood spread all over the walls, then the blood wasn't drunk, therefore not vampire? I mean, all over the
Goodbye,
walls is a
Miss
lot of
Hawkins.
blood. Where is the room? Which room was it? Was it over here, I think, wasn't it? Yo, Thomas Elwood.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr.
That's
Reed.
fair enough, Diagarth. Good evening, Diagarth. How are you doing today?
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
Give medicine. You're dead but
As long
smiling
as you
inside.
remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
I am well, yes. How is your stuff doing? That made more sense in my head. How are things going for you?
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
What really happened?
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
I mean, if you're a paying customer, that seems a little
Why
bit
lie about it?
unreasonable.
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches.
Oh, you're doing well.
It's shameful
So you
enough
don't
to be
actually
alive
have
with
any?
these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
too ashamed by his injury to see his family. I mean, he does look like a skull at that point, basically. And Diacom's back on top of the cheer tree again. At least I assume you are now. Oh, wait, hold on. That was... Okay, apparently not all of the settings were general. Or maybe they were, I can't remember. Okay, anyway, moving on. Tell me about your family.
You told me before you don't want your children to see you like this. Do you have any other family?
My sister Agatha has raised me nippers since their mother died. Don't want them to look at me like this.
How could children despise their father injured in the war?
What do you think? They saw me. Once.
Well, how old are they?
Poor angels left the room crying. They keep on having nightmares every week, my sister told me.
Maybe your sister's lying?
Your sister's not a child. I'm sure she has nothing but
She might be a
respect
child.
for a wounded soldier, and you are her brother.
You don't know my sister Agatha. She may be young, but she's all
I mean, how old are
discipline and
you?
morality.
Your sister doesn't have to be much more than, what, 5 years
She
younger?
ever found out what really happened.
She doesn't have to know.
She's a sly one, my sister. One day she'll find out the truth and knock 7 bells out of me. Nah. I'm better off here.
I should just neck you, really, shouldn't I? It's like, just literally have no interest in your own existence, do you?
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elm.
Hey, Sully.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
What on earth happened here?
There's not actually that much blood. Oh, you're still here. That's interesting. Mesmerize level 20. Huh. We're at the bleeding edge here, Sully. I sort of want to talk to her. Hold on. Blood trail to here? It stops here and then it vanishes. Okay, random. I should talk to you. You'll have something interesting to say. Or I won't talk to you, apparently.
I wonder what...
There we are.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Okay.
Is there anything you can tell me about the recent commotion here?
Many things can happen under cover of night, Dr. Reed. But I took no part in this massacre.
But did you see or hear anything?
I can't say I did. But the smell of fresh blood almost made me faint, Doctor.
That's because you're a fucking weirdo. Or at least she's... I was going to say, why
I'll
is she
leave you,
marked as
Mistress
healthy?
of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again.
Giant wolf disguise.
Have I talked to you? Yes.
That's Pembroke nowadays.
There's a certain amount of blood here as well. Hello.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Mm-hmm. Should we say I'm partially responsible?
Yes, and I'm afraid
Yes.
I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent,
I mean, it's basically true.
but there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Fuck me, right?
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is it God's
Is
will?
this a sign? A hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Fair.
Have you embraced this woman, like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her.
Oh, good.
I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Oh, that's interesting.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Ravenous.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over
Should
the
have asked
years,
something, I
any
didn't
pleasure
ask.
I once gleaned from
I really should have
feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
So, what did it? I had a like roll thing today, and it said sausage on the. It was just like a sliced sausage inside a bun for lunch, and it said sausage on the thing. It says sausage and salad, and the salad was scribbled out. It was just sausage. Open up and there's fucking tomatoes inside. It's like, I don't want tomatoes in a bun. You're just going to ruin everything.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was
He was
huge.
bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart.
No, God!
Then he vanished.
Fergal,
No,
the
God, please,
executioner
no!
of Ascalon.
No!
Oh, he sounds
No!
fun.
Unfortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Well, yeah. I'll probably listen to her because she
Thank
has
you,
at
my
least,
lady.
least
I hope to see you again soon.
word. No, wrong button. I'll get to you. Hello,
Good evening,
Milton.
Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
It's, sort of my job, so...
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
It's the whole undead vampire thing.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is
Okay.
this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Okay, you're excused. Wow, we've got all of the things. Let's see what he says
What
about
can you
recent
tell
events
me
first.
about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by
God,
now.
you're a-
And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
Wow, gosh, you're a little shite, innit?
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realised I could make a fortune.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in
Well, I
crime.
don't think he's going to
Of course
deny it.
she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today people are ready
Yeah,
to pay
I
to
think
get
we're a bit
hospital
beyond the
bed.
need for shame.
Tomorrow, we may be fighting for food.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's
And
tired.
making babies. What else do you
Tired
think
of
about
all
that?
this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
But I gave you drugs.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're
Yeah,
doing.
we'd noticed that. Along the lines of do not neck for patients.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can.
Vacation in Ibiza.
Where can we go? Where is it safe?
Aberystwyth. It's in Wales. Apparently, we still haven't finished a personal question,
Goodbye,
which
Milton.
is, you know, slightly strange. Okay. Hold on, where was
The glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Tippett? Is it Tippett? Was that his name? Who do we have here? Strickland. Waverley Ackroyd.
I'm quite
No.
busy right now, Dr. Reed.
No, I'm not, Sully. And I'm a vampire, that's not the same thing.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Take the time to do so.
Then you're
Rule
lucky
0.
that I have taken the time to do so.
Alcatraz!
gesture of solidarity
Good
between
evening, welcome. How are you doing today?
I
What
wish
is up?
this hospital could have received as much attention
Oh,
from you, Dr. Reed.
What?
We do not see you in surgery very often.
Busy. Fuck you. If I can give you drugs and medicine and...
Tell me, Waverley, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
How are you today, Alcatraz? Did you finish writing your thing in time?
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
I do believe he's right. If nothing else, he is extremely professional.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Wake for White Queen. Good evening, welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for that follow, much appreciated. I'm sure the Streamlabs will catch up eventually and give you the appropriate noises. I actually do trust
I
his
really
judgment.
hope you're right about this,
To
Dr.
be honest,
Ackroyd.
work 20 hours, 2
I'm
hours.
trusting your
Fuck my life.
judgment.
Really, Alcatraz?
I'm not the
Ow.
kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my
Oh,
shoulder.
good grief, I was being nice to you. Fuck off. Slightly tired. You don't freaking say.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance
There we
of
are.
curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Will not use regulations to... Okay. That's interesting. That means you're going to let him get away with it, effectively.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Commotion?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff
Okay, and
proper
now you're back
shifts.
to being whiny
So you don't
shit.
think the blame is ours?
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed. Our methods may differ, but we are all trying to make a difference.
Yeah, I put a thing in for... I need to actually finish engineering my Conda, but yeah, I put a thing in now.
Thank you for your time.
We'll talk later, yeah, I'm sure we will.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Anyone in here who needs fixing? You need fixing.
How can we be sure we're making...
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Oh, he's absolutely fantastic. I don't know why, but I get the impression that you should actually be American, so whatever. Oh.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this?
Yes, I do,
I
because
don't
you just
feel
told me.
well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Why can no one just be... I give you medicine to make... Why can no one just... Thank you.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Wow, we have, like, no information about you, do we? Okay, we have a tiny bit of information about you.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a disgrace. How on earth can patients be attacked in their own
here we go.
rooms?
You already didn't like the hospital, did you? So, you know, whatever. Fuck off.
Goodbye.
Are you going to talk to me today?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me.
Oh, good grief, he's...
There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
No. Short answer.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I had shouting coming from the first floor. I was asleep when it started.
That was helpful.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I mean... It's been several days. If your throat isn't improving at this point, then we should probably just go into surgery and just remove your throat.
I have to go now, sir.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Yeah, exactly.
So many deaths.
Face bothered.
How can we be sure
Hello,
we're making a
person.
difference?
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Firstly, let's get you some
Is
drugs.
there anything else that's bothering you?
Any
Can I help
operation? Is there anything else
Really?
that bothers you?
Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
You're not. This isn't a hospital. This is just a large
the
morgue.
only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
That's not true. I've killed other vampires.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because
You
I've
killed.
been
How
careless
did your
enough to
wife
hurt
die?
myself.
Did
What
we know that
now?
already? Okay, no, we don't. Here we are.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
That's not your fault. That's the Germans' fault. Can I just make... I mean, did you drop a bomb?
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick.
That's
unless
not your
you
fault.
tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell them to start eating each other. We'll go full Hunger Games. It'll be fine. One more hint locked. Oh god, you don't really give much anything, do you?
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
Well, at least then she probably wouldn't have got bombed to death.
To bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife.
Oh, so you should have been killed, and she was instead.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, she probably didn't
I just know
suffer
that
that
I'm all
much
that me
because,
kids have.
you know, she got blown up, so
Poor
that's
little bleeders.
just saying. And
How
again,
are
the
your
German
children
bombs weren't that
after
efficient at the
losing their
time, I
mother?
suppose.
They were
so.
smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
On the plus side, then you wouldn't have had to worry about providing for them. So, you know, that might have helped. Just,
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom.
she had a chance to
Some
call
loud
for help,
noises,
okay?
like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
Cool, good to know.
Goodbye
Thanks.
for now.
Bye.
Knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me.
Anyone else? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, we need to find you, and we need to find you two. I don't know where you two are. I don't actually know where I've not been yet, which doesn't really help, to be fair. No, this is the morgue side of things. Okay. This way then, I think. Wait, can we get through this way? Not this way then, I think. Where's Tippets? Not that I've noticed yet, Sully. Oh, hold on. Did we see Tippets? Oh, wait, no, you. We need to talk to you. You're both down there. Okay, I'll get back to that. Where the hell is... Really? We can't go through there. There you are. Found you. Which entrance to the hospital is this? Okay, you were here all the time. That's really unhelpful. Where the hell were you? Why are you off
Good
with
evening,
Nurse Brannigan having a bit of a personal
Dr.
time?
Reed, any good news to share?
Someone's been murdered and their corpse has been removed. You're healthy, okay.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls.
You
We are
can't
the
hear
last
all of them.
rampart
Hear all of
before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her
Wow,
for her
savage.
honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Good to know. There we are, that's a bit better. Cable management for
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is
Inconceivable.
nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
Good plan. Hints required. Recent
Can you
events.
tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a tragedy, pure and simple. The hospital is meant to be a safe haven to all. We failed the people who trusted us with their care.
Do you think I should not have brought Mr. Hampton back here?
It's not your fault. You rescued that poor soul. It was the Christian thing to do.
How can I be Christian when I
should
can't
have
even
noticed
go
his
into a
instability.
church? I don't think we have anything else to say here, do we? No. Where's
Goodbye,
Brannigan?
Dr. T.
Gotamine. Where is Nurse Brannigan? Is she dead? Did she get necked? Yeah, was Lady Ashbury hungry? It's just funny because you don't quite notice. Lady Ashbury, Mesmer level 20 compared to 2, for example. Where is she? Okay, let's just go down here for the time being. Hello, person.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Who was Oswald Thatcher? I can't remember. Oh, he was the claustrophobic person that we rescued.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true.
They were,
you risked
you
your
know,
life to save me,
alive.
after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Treatment for migraine. Okay, that's
Goodbye,
you
Mr.
dealt with. Where's your boyfriend?
We fought for England, but England won't fight for us.
Of course England won't fight for us. England doesn't give a shit about you. Didn't I knack someone in here? Leader of the Thingy Boys gang, or whatever they're called. Wet Boot Boys. It's a story game, Sully, so the end game in this game is the end of the story. Hello.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed of the Pembroke Hospital. May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Cold. Great. Damn, I don't have a cold thing, do I? No. Naturally. Oh, okay. I lost that hint then. How did we lose the hint? I'm wondering what we did to do that now. Okay.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Phobia of rats.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir.
I know, I was wrong.
Stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
So they knew Oswald. So they knew each other first, or did they meet?
No.
No, okay.
We met in the battlefield.
Questions?
I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Congratulations.
I fought in France too. I served as a field surgeon. But
Good
it was
for
not
you.
uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles.
Good
Twice.
plan. I mean, it is a bit of
You
a
are
dick move
always
attacking an
welcome
infirmary,
at the
but
Pembroke
you know.
Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he
You
needs
need
to
help,
reach that decision
Oswald.
by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Also, I sort of, you know, like saved his life. Just saying.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I
We
love
knew
Oswald.
this already. This is not new. We saw this last
We
week.
knew we wouldn't survive
Was it
the
the week
war
before?
without each other.
I think it was last week.
But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
I won't say a word, Mr. Blight.
How astonishingly
Your secret
insightful of
is
you,
safe
Sully.
with me.
I fought for my country and I survived. I saw my comrades die. And now society tells me I'm a criminal for who I love. It makes me so angry.
Angry.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack.
Oh, this could be interesting and
I was
traumatic,
trapped for 2
which is
days in
probably
a
more
hole
relevant.
under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
Why couldn't you call for help?
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Congratulations. Okay. We don't have anything else on that right now.
Goodbye, Mr.
Do we have to go take a talk? Take a break. Can we talk to you again now? Can you do things?
Good evening.
Evening, Doc.
Evening, Dr. Lade. Boop.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
You want to fuck all of them? Okay. It's your choice. Okay.
Goodbye, Miss.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Right, we're going to go and do this sort of side mission, story mission stuff of whatever it is. What actually is it? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. Wait. Can we even get through? Yes. was through here, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. And then off to that corner? Yes. Then off to this corner. Where there is blood. That's a surprise. What specifically are we looking for? Is there another way to get to it? I don't think we can. The deadness is here. So we can't seem to interact with this, that's not helpful. Which suggests there must be a way to get to that side. Hold on, there's no way off the map here. Unless there's a way out over here? No. There's no way through that. Unless there actually is something over here, but I don't think there will be.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here.
It's locked, all right.
That looks like a place with stuff. Where are you? There you are. Is it this one? That'll do.
Over there. There's one of those vermin. Roll back to the hell. You.
Ow, right. Not cool. Not cool. Ow. Could you stop setting me on fire, please? It's very offensive. I have allergies. Oh great, there's more of them. Ow, 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 ow. Stop it. Could you stop hitting me, please? It's very, very offensive. Especially the whole fire thing. That's particularly bad. Really? What is it with you and fire? Not you. Don't care about you right now. I'm after fire.
God walks with me.
Does he now? Guess what walks with me? Awesomeness. No stamina. No stamina is bad. A little bit right now, yes. That's a bit more like it. Hi.
I shall fear no evil.
Cool. Neither do I. You haven't actually demonstrated I'm evil. Just that I don't like crucifixes, which is not necessarily the same thing, so get wrecked. Ow. More ow. And, oh look, you've died. Get wrecked. I'll have my health back now, please. Also, incidentally, can I? No, I can't. I'll have to go in through the bottom, I suppose. Hold on, where are we now? That's new. Oh dear, you've been nacked. You are the weakest link. Get wrecked. Ow. Don't bloody leech me. You're the bottom feeders of the city. At least they help people. Get eaten. There is, but it's a bit messy to get to, so I don't bother half the time, or more or less all the time. So wait, where are we right now? Not where I'm trying to be. Okay, good to know. Not even slightly. No, wait. This would be where there's a way through, if there is a way through. Is there a way through?
See them fancy colours? This one's a top! That's gonna hurt!
That's what I was thinking about you. Die, vermin. Get dead. Oh look, he's got dead. Wonderful. Is there anything through here? If there's anything, it's going to be right at the end, I think, isn't it? There's nothing up there we can get to.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them.
Oh, hi. Wasn't actually after you, but I'll take it. Ow, I'm on fire. Why am I on fire? These are the Free Ren Guard. They're basically vampire hunters. In practice, they're mostly just a street gang who are using the opportunity to be all bossy and imposing. Right, could you, like, die, please? Wrong button. Ow! Motherfucker! Ow, get off me. Go away. Go away. I'm very much careful watching out for my teeth. I have an excellent skincare tooth care regime. Hi. I dodged that, don't even. Ow. Get wrecked. Oh, fuck off. Now I have to, like, drink you again.
Back in the grave.
Oh, fuck off.
That's what you deserve.
Okay. Where am I? Let's go this way. What's this way? That's... no. so there's no way through that wall. That's basically what we spent the last 10 minutes establishing. Cool. Good, I think. Oh, I'm a bit hungry now. I wonder if there's an achievement for unlocking or eating a certain number of rats. Forwards, please. Which brings us back to here. This is the only... Like, there is no blood trail anywhere. For me to follow. So probably it's normally aliens. I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Except for New York, but hold on, what was that? Nothing at all. Did I want to go in here? I don't think I wanted to go in here. This is the morgue, isn't it? Which is not where I needed to or wanted to go. Maybe it is where I need to go, I don't know. The old morgue. Let's take a look around anyway. There might be stuff. I don't think there's going to be much stuff of use beyond crafting mats. It's way out or way in. Ah, where are you? There you are. Not anymore, you're not. Hi. Really? Fine, we'll do it this way. Get necked, motherfucker. This does actually make a certain amount of sense now, because we are actually getting closer, so that's good. Hi! You think you can sneak up on me? You can't. I'm way more special than you are. Ha! Get wrecked. Ha! thought you had me, but you didn't. You have me. And now I'm thirsty. I haven't died yet. There's no call for that many wrecks. Question is, are we on the right floor? Ah, here we are. Yes, we are.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Yes, that thing.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Interesting. 2 operations, or...?
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Good to know. Like rope burns and
a
stuff, I suppose?
puncture over the left lung. Possibly a chest tube insertion.
We can't see that!
Not
no!
the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Cool, good.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Da-dum. Da-dum. We're gonna have to neck you for the safety of the patients. Is it this way? Oh, this way. I think it's this way. Ah, yes, stairs. Let's go out this door. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. No, how does it go? Oh, there's a theme tune to Black Book Sky. I think that was Black Books, and then I just sort of screwed it up. I think. I might be wrong. Who knows? Tippets, we need to talk. Where's Brannigan? We definitely need to talk, because I haven't found you yet. No, neither of you. Where's the way out of this little room? Found it. Actually, are you upstairs, perhaps? That could explain a lot. No. That answers that question, man. Good to know. Gotcha. I see you. I have something for you.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
First of all...
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
It's fine, have some speed.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Absolutely outrageous. How dare you? I mean, yeah.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register.
British Medical Register?
Change is slow,
One or
but
the other?
it will
No.
come.
Subtitles.
And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Oh god. Left, right, or middle. Left, right, or middle. Left, right, middle, middle, left, right, pink. Orangutan. Played. I'm gonna go with I understand.
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
Anything else here? No, nothing else here because we just looked at no, and you have nothing to say about that. Tippets, where are you? Actually, yeah, Tippets, where are you? Hi, Tippets, what up? We need to talk.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good...
Werewolf in London.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Yes.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
That's awkward. If it was one of those two, you might have got away with it.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Is this why he's working himself to exhaustion, to basically try and atone for his complete and utter fuck up? Stop. Mesmerize. I don't have cold medication on me. Okay.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
Good plan.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Wow, that's
then I can make
savagely cold.
promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Good.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea. Read poetry. And wait
Take Nurse
for
Brannigan with you, make malpracticing babies. Okay. Should I talk to
Goodbye,
Brannigan again now? Isn't Cyprus the bit which is on fire right now? Let me just talk to you, see if there's anything new for you to say now.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Nothing? Okay, fine. Cool.
Goodbye,
Merry Christmas.
nurse.
Good evening, goodbye. Let's see. We've done all of the things. We've done some of the things. We've done none of the things. This is where we need to go now anyway, so... I like to think we've improved things in Pembroke for now at least. Who are you? What are you? You whiny shit, aren't you? Oh, I don't like you. I remember you. Okay, where do we need to go? This way. That makes a certain degree of sense. Cool, let's go that way. Instantly reached 100% on Nori. Yay me. Yeah, it's illegal to run around with a knife out in the UK.
I cannot enter.
Okay, there must be a way in somewhere. That or it's being reserved for the plot later on. Hold on, what? Oh, I know, that's fine. Can we go in here? No. Okay, that's fine then. We just won't. We'll go this way instead. Actually, how is the firing Grease doing, Freechy? I haven't caught up on anything like that recently. Like for a day or so. How is things going? Almost gone, that is good to hear. At the very least. Forwards, please. Much appreciated. I think I start pressing W slightly too soon afterwards. Hi. And it doesn't quite pick up the everything after I after it finishes tabbing out. I think that's what's happening. Limehouse Dock, good to know. Have I been here before? I have no idea. We're going to loot the entire place anyway. Cover letter. Hello, Frank. How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time, let me get the rounds in. I hope everything is okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighbourhood, the situation is getting worse. Clay is getting more violent every day and is only thinking about expansion, even when it seems there are some new players around trying to dispute our territory. The Wetboat Boys are in a bad spot, I'm afraid, so I thought about what you said last time, Matt, that you never regretted leaving the gang. But the only thing you regret is never being able to put foot in the East End again to avoid a good beating or worse. Well, rest assured that you'll have my protection if you had decided to pass by, and maybe we could talk again about new opportunities and job offer. You know I've always been good with numbers, so maybe if you need an accountant in your company, let's talk about that, shall we? Say hello to your wife for me, WBB for life, old chap, Booth Digby. Booth Digby, that name rings a bell. Did we neck him? No, that was Clay Cox. Who was Frank? That's... Do we know a Frank? I don't think we know a Frank. Okay, never mind. We know nothing about that man apart from the fact that he's trying to find a job. Good to know. Where are we going now? This way. Hello. Oh, Booth Digby. How convenient, we were just talking about you.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Bring it. Bitch.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Oh, you're...
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like
Two
you
of them.
during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang.
So, tell me about your gang,
You
Wen.
really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working
No, this is funny.
Oi, I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Good to know. He's not wrong. With the exception of that third district, he's not wrong. The situation is 3% better than the second best. With the exception of a district we haven't gone to yet.
What can you tell me
You
about
might be wrong about who's responsible, but...
Things ain't that bad thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Maybe in love with Edwina Cox, but she is the true leader of the gang. Seems legit. Oh, yeah, we next your husband. She may be in love with him, we don't know that yet. Okay. Personal questions, like?
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Good to know.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cut. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
That did happen slightly, yeah. Cool.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
We'll meet again. Oh, hello. I hear a noise. Edwina! Hi, Edwina! Wait, where did you... Oh, there you are. Hi, Edwina! What up?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So
Miss,
what do you want then?
interesting.
Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Might be. She's strong-minded. Strongest human mind we've seen is Mesmerized 20. We haven't seen anything strong. No, Mesmerized 10, sorry. 20 wasn't human.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and
so
shopkeeper.
sweet.
Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'll embrace something.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Booth have recently killed a man in retaliation. Nice.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you
Not
can
to worry,
access
Dark
that forbidden
Thank you for
area
coming
and
by.
remind those
Have a
bastards
good
what they
evening.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
After
Why
I
shouldn't
necked him.
He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife, and his name means something round here.
Are you aware
think
of what happened?
Technically,
Yes.
it's until death
I'm sure
do
he
you
fought
do
till
us
the end and
part.
looked death in the eyes.
Not really. I necked him from behind.
Except one of them, maybe.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You
There's
can
like
speak freely
all sorts
about
of
your
things
lover
I've
if you
seen.
so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
That's so nice. Suspects Booth to be unfaithful. That is not what we just got out of that conversation.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's
Seems
nothing
legit.
else to say.
Seems perfectly reasonable.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
Good to
And
know.
your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you
Not
decide
entirely sure I
who
can
lives
disagree.
and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Wouldn't work with me.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint. I heard he was mugged or something.
That
yes,
did happen.
he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
She's such a nice character.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Giggity.
Screw loose. Grease. Stuff, basically. Cool.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
That's because all the new faces are dead. Ooh.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts will be running completely amok.
Sabrina Cavendish. Why do we know anything about her? Who was William Bishop? Wait, who are you? Okay, I'm very confused all of a sudden. Wait, I'm going to go grab a drink quickly. I'll be back in just a moment. And then we will... something. Probably involving continuing from where we are right now. Because if we don't, then it will get really confusing and everything. So yeah, back in a sec. Would you believe it? I'm back. Shock, horror, astonishment. Nobody ever saw this one coming. That's probably a lie. So, right, yes. Back to the game. Where is the game? I've lost the game. Gotcha. Okay, so. Hello. Right, well, someone else, wasn't there? Wasn't there 3 people here? Okay, I thought there were. Let's just go and talk to Booth again quickly.
My guess is they're recruiting.
There we are.
You again. What do you want?
Yeah, life in London. Nope. Personal questions?
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Okay.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. She says it with the most beautiful smile. my
That's
Edwina.
because she's a sadistic bitch.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
God, you're an idiot, aren't you? Weirdo.
Goodbye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Alright, let's go talk to these dudes. There was someone else. Tom Watts.
These murders are the work of a vampire.
Oh, God.
I'm a tracker of these creatures.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Now, I'm allowed to say that.
The sewer dog is back. And hunting all these poor folk, he needs to catch him.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence.
Oh,
then
she was a
vanishes.
barmaid. I remember now.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Could you thrust out a bit more, please? I don't think you quite got your point across.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met.
That's
By the way,
probably
I'm
true.
Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Good evening. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here.
I'm not
You'd best
people.
be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Believes the docks are dangerous and feels unsafer. She's probably not wrong.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I've got responsibilities. And it's not like I've got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
Fair.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of
That's
stories
racist.
to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not.
We're standing right next to a dead body!
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
There's always someone.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
About him.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the colour of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr.
This is an
Hampton.
ever-expanding list, given how often people end up dead here.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was
Nosy.
a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London, and here I am.
I mean, my dad is northern. He's like half Yorkshire, half Derbyshire. Half Yorkshire. My mother is Welsh. I was born in London, so...
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking
Who's
you?
mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
So get it out of the way. Covered.
Miss
Sean Hampton.
Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Bye. Where's Bobby?
Good evening, sir. Have you
I don't
witnessed
like
any
you already.
suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange
Yes.
event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden
God.
of the East End.
A vampire hunter?
Ichabod Throgmorton.
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Ichabod Throgmorton. Sorry, Ichabod Throgmorton. Wow. Wow, that's a name and a half.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
Yeah,
it's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Like a plague, really. Who is Jack Gillingham? Do we know him?
How exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
You...
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste?
Yeah, we should do a leafleting campaign and everything.
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Astonishing.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
Sanitary militia. Wouldn't call them very
So
sanitary.
you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
It sort of sounds like he knows what he's talking about, which is always the worst sort of person.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child...
All I will say is this.
He was molested. by a priest of all people.
That would never
Funny
happen.
thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Weirdo, clearly. Someone got molested by a priest when he was a child.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Cool.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
It's just funny. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone up here? Hello? Hello? Yes, apparently. Cool. You, humanish sort of person. Is it that way? No. Hold on, what is that way? Where exactly are we? Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must.
Feed me, Seymour! Believe.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves all
Fairly concise.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Wow, savage.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life.
Well,
even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is
something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot.
We worked that out already.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Apparently she's a saint and all. What's the odds she turns out to be a raging bigot?
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
You don't like
Goodbye, Mr.
Sean, do you?
Fishburne.
Why not? Everyone except you likes him, apparently. Like, you are literally the only person who has said anything bad about him. Which makes me think you're probably wrong, though there are other reasons for thinking that, to be honest. Okay, what do we... No, wait, what do we have? Nothing. What do we need that we know about? Cold, fatigue. That's a start. Cool, off we go. Oh, that's a flicker and a half. Which way was you? Over here. Charge! Where'd you go? I made you meds. Was it you? I made you some meds. Where would you go? Why would you abandon me like this? Okay, I'll talk to you in a sec as well. Then where would you go? Why would you do this? Also, there's like blood down there. We should probably go and look at that at some point. It's gonna turn out that someone else needs some meds now. I'm gonna have to give it to you instead. Or them instead, I should say, because I know what I'm writing.
Hello, boy.
Alright, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't.
Leper! Leper!
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
I read that as Sir Rufus Kingsbury because of the way they subtitled it.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse.
Oh, nice.
I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Fascinating. You're anemic. Okay.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
This is my city.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
No job.
Have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Stay the fuck away.
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home?
Because I'm Batman.
You're sleeping rough.
I can't do the thing properly,
I mean,
so...
yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city.
In the shadows of
Things
the
that prey
night.
on the lonely and the desperate.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Would you like a hug? Stella Fishburne. Unknown health status. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Ah!
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around
Really?
here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle.
Turquoise.
It's a pub not far
Interesting
from here.
pronunciation.
The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
I'll be sure to do that.
So long, Rufus.
So long, bye. So long, thanks for the fish. I don't have an anemia cure right now, soz. Did I just said soz. Why do it end me? There you are. Where the hell were you hiding?
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients.
The elf?
Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Wow, you're a cynical shit, aren't you? He's not wrong, but wow.
Goodbye, Mr.
Oh, why are you people so dreary? You haven't been ripped to shreds by vampires or killed by Spanish flu yet. Cheer up. Eesh.
For now, everything seems under control. More
Guard of something. Guard of something.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Perhaps I should shut
Good evening,
the
sir.
turquoise
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is there...
How dare...
No
Let me
Another time, perhaps. I'm not sure I want to hear another sad story. Is there anything in particular?
How dare you?
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint? I'll try asking Tom Watts about him.
Goodbye.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Well, something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too, I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve...
So few
You're still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Goodbye.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run this far away.
What the How long have I been completely and utterly silent for? Hello. I'm back. How long have I been completely silent for? I don't know. I'm hoping it hasn't been too long. Oh, great. Fuck. Apparently, rebuilding my entire computer has not fixed my ongoing sound issues. G fucking G. Whoop-ty fucking do. Oh, great.
A freaking vampire then.
I can't say, but whatever did this carefully avoided the arteries. We've found ourselves a bloody artist.
Seems like the guard of Prewin is on Sean.
Hi. Oh, wait, you're a boss. I suddenly like, oh shit. Well, that's gonna go well. Can you hear me panicking now? Yeah, the last you talked was all that was like, what, decades ago. Boop. I'm on fire. Fire is bad. I have almost no blood either, which is a real problem. And I'm going to die. Fuck. That will be for dead. Yeah, I know about notification as well. I was saying that's a thing. That didn't get fixed. Why sound issue? Why so broken? None of us know I'm talking in chat. I wasn't saying anything that anyone could hear. Why would you be talking in chat? And yeah, I did also say... Where was it? Yeah, it's been like 40 minutes. Great. I was saying many things. All this... and none of it's going to be on the... Oh, fuck my life. This is just irritating. Can I find anything to eat? Oh no, it's not your fault, Frucci. I need to apologise. Oh, you look tasty.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, but that guy in there's like really big.
This is despicable.
You are not wrong.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! This one's mine!
Ah, fire, fire, fire. Go away. No, not cool. Could you like not, please? That's all the same to you. Apparently it's not all the same to you. Could you stop setting me on fire, please? It's very offensive. I might play VTM Bloodlines after this, I don't know. I have it. Ow, ow. How far back do I have to go to escape all the fiery doom and death? I wasn't trying to get you, but whatever, I'll take it. I do sort of need a bite. Ah, why am I'm stuck? Stuck is bad. Cool, not to worry, Richie. Ow, fire, fire. Stamina is a thing. Ow. Ow. I'm really managing my stamina very badly here. Nom, 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 nom.
Want some of this? Crush the leech, boys.
Is he really flamethrowing his own guys? Right, let's do some fixing of ourselves. If a trash mob kills me at this point, wow, would I be pissed off. There we are. What's that thing they say about don't play with your food? It's not true. Oi, back up. Did they not? Oh, I can turn that off. Ah, refresh. Boop. Boop. And boop. And boop. No, turn it off. There we are. Fixed it.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this
Those
is
lips,
Sean's doing,
such movement.
he's become a murderous beast.
Who will be welcomed back in. Can we get up there? No? Really? Fine. Fine, be that way. We'll go the long way round. Oh wait, no, there's a door out there. No, that's a window. They are different things, in fact, doors and windows. It's not commonly known that. But they are actually different.
It's locked. I have this thirst for
Why is this
blood.
locked? How do we get... We have to go for here, don't we? Of course we do. I fought for murderous dog beastie. Oh, it's back. That was easy. Not too long ago, actually. That's maybe not too bad then. Okay, you can die now. Thank you for cooperating. On the other hand, we saved him from getting eaten by a kill beast. The second one we found here, which is, you know, slightly disturbing. Well, it does depend when I was at the bar, because I talked to a lot of people in that bar for a while. 3 of them specifically, so, you know, whatever. Oh, hi. Fuck you. Ow. Ow. Wait, how did I fuck that up? Not you. Ow. Got him. Yes. Get necked. Okay. Was there a safe house up there somewhere? Yes, there was. Who do we know in the region? Anemia? We might be able to do something about that. What was you? Anemia and a cold. Wondering if we can upgrade any of these. Good handle part we'd need for that one. Pow. Pow. Yeah, tiny good handle part, we don't have that. Cool. We're good. And let's do some rest ups, because we should. We'll just take another day before we go and find Sean. It's fine, I'm sure he won't eat everyone. Okay, can we level up the ultimate? Is that a thing we can do? Yes, okay. Well, I can't right now because I don't have enough everything, but okay, that's good to know. I sort of want to upgrade this one. Is it doing more damage? It does do more damage. That would be nice, because it doesn't really at the moment, which is fine, I suppose. It's just, you know. Power up. I could do that one as well, but I might come back to that. I would like to do increase stamina, because I seem to get stamina locked quite regularly. That seems to be a thing that happens to me. And life regeneration, let's boost that one, I think. Level 15. Nailed it. Confirm. More confirm. Because the first confirm wasn't enough. Following Nate, we fixed you people. That's good. Oh, we fixed all of the people's stability. Oh, nice. We're going up to healthy now. That's good. We're still stable here, but it's better stable. No change. That's good, at least. Please confirm you're confirming your confirmation. Seems legit. I wonder what the highest level it's possible to get to in this game is. I suppose we'll find out. Wow, wow, that was interesting graphical artifacting or something there. Fuck knows. Then how? Oh great.
Burn it, boys!
Bye. Get wrecked. Oh, you. Where are? Oh, we've gone in the wrong direction. Right. Can we go up there? Can we go back up there? No. Ivory's ablaze. Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for that, host. Much appreciated. Are we getting chased down by a kill beast? Because I'd like to not do that. We've already kill beasted the kill beast like 5 times. Twice. Can we get over there? Hey, Ivories. Oh, hi. Bye. You missed the fun bit where my sound fucked itself for like a month. Ow! Alright, it's on. Okay, so well, how? Is there another way out of the safe house? I didn't see one. And what is that? There must be. Let's try that. Okay, there's no way down. This is an upstairs only room.
It's locked, all right.
Well, could it not be locked? That seems not unreasonable. Is there a way out on this side? Where do we... think it's that way. Okay. Which means we need to go this way. Is there a way through here? 'Cause that's locked. So, oop. Freachy, are you using Echo again? Was this locked as well? No, this one's open. But then there was no way through here. Oh, there's a way through here. Okay, because I'm pretty certain that that's not in the bot, so... Unless you added it as a notice. I vaguely remember that, yes, but you're an admin, which means you have permissions to change permissions on that command and set it back to admin permissions. Which is slightly broken, I suppose, but it's a thing that you could have done anyway. Hello? Oh, this looks like fun. Why couldn't we have killed you? What the hell are you attacking me with? Yeah, that's also true. Don't like the sound of that. Let's not do a grenade thing. Oh, you have got to be kidding. I got dead. Oh, we're back up here. Cool. Oh, of course we are. Because this is the last time anything interesting happened.
This one's mine!
Get wrecked. Missed. The targeting on this is a pain. It's Martin! Wow, that's no way to talk about your mother. Where am I now? Okay, I need to get that way.
Come back, you! Christ! He's dead!
Christ, he's dead! And it was this way, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Come on, there you are. Anyway, how are you today, Ivories? What is going on? How are things for you? Yeah, I can imagine that would be useful. Ow. Go away. Murdering bastard! Oh no! Where are you? Ow. Da 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 da. Ow. Missed me. Oh, hi. Oh no, you seem to be dying. It's horrible. It's tragic. How will you ever cope? Tell your family you love them. It's a lie because you're a throwing guard and probably all vampires are dead by now, but whatever. And this way. Ooh. I'm just going to quietly move on from that little corner. Or let them kill each other to death. Oh, this looks fun. And empty, fortunately.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Cool.
Over there!
Sorry about the sword for face. Ooh. Guard note. From Guard Command Post Dock Patrols, Objective Vampire Hunter Fraud Void. So our scouts recently spotted a presence for certain Ichabod Throgmorton. What even? What even? Even what not even? Odd somethingness? Certain Throgmorton near the Eastern Docks, probably seen patrolling the place at night, claiming that his specialist of vampire extermination man is a fraud. Oh, right, yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine. Not even a real con man, he doesn't charge anyone for work, has clearly got no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joint hunt or collaboration, refuse and let him go. In a leech fight, he is nothing more than bait. Can we not get through this way? Fuck. Ow! Motherfucker! Yeah, that's fine then. You shoot me in the back, you bastard. Ain't no worries, Hakuna Matata. Where am I? Okay. Yoink. Okay, how do we get to the actual night shelter? Oh, people! All of the people. Oh, it's open this side. Oh, now we get to open it. Why are you now here?
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any...
No, I don't care about your existence or your life. Because you... Hold on, hang on.
You've never faced, let alone killed a vampire Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Stop fooling yourself.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really?
And you're still alive.
You're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared her.
Okay. Interesting.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
It was... She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound. She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes. But she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
Mm-hmm. About these tragedies. How do you know it's her that's causing the aforementioned tragedies? Because, you know, things. Hold on, what? Oh, just blood on the floor. It's fine, there's lots of that around. Hi, who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
I confess, I'm an enemy of the working class! Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Healthy, good to know.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
I don't like you, Gazelle.
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Wow, lazy. Not cool.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again.
Okay.
If you're still alive, I mean.
I'm pretty certain I'll still be alive.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes,
Your
words
words tell me everything
everything
about you.
sir. I know
you're kind and you don't
and
belong
you
here.
Don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life.
Oh, fuck you, Giselle. Can we neck you now, please? I don't even care. We get 1,000 XP. Okay, I slightly care. I want more than that much.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Fight the power!
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions.
I can't imagine why.
It's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform.
Oh, I know.
Sure they robbed me.
Okay. Looking for Sean
I'm
Hampton.
looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness?
Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I know he's right there. It's fine.
Well, I'll leave.
Shadows once the epidemic has passed.
Something about him.
Sean Hampton's Night Shelter. District Stable.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town.
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Hi, Lottie Paxton! You're her sister, aren't you? Yes, you are. You know your sister's a whiny bitch, right?
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
I feel there's probably a giggity in there somewhere,
Are you
but
homeless,
it's fine.
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
I'm sure there's a giggity in here somewhere.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay
But it's
for
fine.
a strong girl like me.
Am I still making
but
noise?
a dandy
Yes.
doctor from the city like yourself. You better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just
Good
avoid the
plan.
wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with
The people,
your fancy
basically.
clothes will attract a lot
Cool.
of attention.
Got that?
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
For he would rain down the wrath of God upon you. Personal questions, nothing.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but
He left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man, I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
That's really
Goodbye,
unhelpful.
Miss Pack.
Yeah. What's the
I
time?
promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
We've got some time. Oh, there he is. How do we get there, though? That is the question. Because this apparently is not the night asylum. No, that one was just a reflection. Oh, what? Oh, shotgun shell. Nice. What of how much I use a shotgun? Oh, no, maybe there's a way through here. Okay, let's go back down.
I cannot enter.
You shall not pass. Oh, wait, no, this is the thing. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson and Dawson munitions factory. I can see how that would be a problem. Largest employment district. Detonation smashed the windows of all the factories in North Suffolk. Miracle, only 2 people died. Confirmed. Is that
This
relevant?
must be a picture of the bomb explosion Dyson Delaney spoke of.
That's what it seems to be. Ah! Down. Down is helpful. Possibly. Alternative hypothesis, down is not helpful. Well, this is definitely the asylum. On account of all the asylum-y people here. Obviously, we have to go through here. Ah, door I must. Hi, Sean. What up? Scout, you doing?
Why the long face, Doctor?
Is it all that worries you, Sean?
He looks unhealthy.
Really?
This is a blessing for me to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
How does he know that I'm a vampire? Wait, no, he saw me fighting when he was getting
Do you
necked
think
before.
this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Interesting. He believes that the skull is better than
But
a
you must drink
econ.
blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
I need
So
opinions
saith
in
the
chat
Lord.
because last time you were right.
I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Oh, that's so much better.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always
If
find
this is
me where
going the
I
same
need
way
it.
as it did last time, we're going to have to decide what to do to him. I need opinions, please. Not spoilery opinions, but I need opinions.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
He has a valid point now.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
That's reassuring. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. He's technically not human anymore, is he? So fine. I was going to say broken the 6 limit, 5 limit, whatever.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures.
Religion.
I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
She knew about you then, okay.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Okay. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I'd never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter. For years I have tried to understand why he regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt and their failures. Sometimes I can put a name on this inner evil of theirs, sometimes I have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair. But in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it's a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer, and they still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for salvation for the light of Christ, and as long as I wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I'm now convinced he conscientiously drinks the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is a worse sin. To deliberately cast away hope from your own heart or complacently bask in self-destruction. Rescued by Sean Hampton after he fell dead drunk in the canal. On which note, we're going to finish things up here. So, thank you very much everybody for coming to the stream today. Evidently, we still have ongoing audio issues. Which is fucking irritating. I rebuilt the entire computer to not have to do this. To not Nothing? Yes? No? Am I here now?